Hi guys, I am back with another book review. I know it's been a minute. I know you guys been asking for, waiting for. Okay, I'm here with part two of the DopeFiend. This book here was so good, so good. It's a pretty thick book, but it was all worth it. So let me get right into it. This book is about a young girl named Hazel. Hazel is a dolphin, like a really strung out dolphin. She stick needles in her arm to get high. She would do whatever it takes to get high. She has a best friend also named Millie who does the same thing. They both young, beautiful ladies that strung out. You wouldn't even know they was dolphins until you saw the tracks on their arms. People still was attracted to them, but their number one mission was to get high. Hazel has a father who was really big in the dope game before he got locked up. So being around drugs and doping wasn't new to her because her mother also died of an overdose. So her father named Apple, he was doing life in prison for selling drugs. And they called him Apple because he was born with an apple birthmark under his eye. Hazel had that same apple tattoo under her eye. So when she went out, people recognized that was Apple's daughter. Now, Apple had a best friend named Seven. Seven made a promise to his best friend Apple that he was going to take care of his daughter, watch over his daughter. Well, he didn't know his daughter was strung out. One day, um, Seven took Hazel to the prison to see Apple, and Apple noticed his daughter right away that she was strung out. So he decided to talk to Seven and told him, like, look, I want my daughter clean. The next time I see her, man, you promise me. So Seven had a mission. His mission was to do whatever it took to get his best friend daughter clean. Okay, now he put her up in rehab, got her clean. After he got her clean, he realized, like, wow, this girl is really beautiful. Now, she was already beautiful when she was a dolphin, but now she's really attractive. So he started growing feelings for her. But he didn't really want to have those feelings for her because that was his best friend's daughter. But he couldn't help himself. She was getting older and she was clean now. She graduated. He did that thing like he promised his best friend. So one thing led to another one. He decided one day he was going to take her to his house so they can really get it busy. But when he opened up his door, it was some guys there that he had beef with. They was there to kill him, rob him, or whatever because one of the guys said that he shorted him some money. So in the process of robbing and this and that, the gun went off. Seven got shot. Seven was so heated because he felt like he always was really clean about where he go, who know where he stay. So he was trying to get down to the bottom of how did these guys know where he stay. Well, Hazel invited her dolphin friend Millie over one day, but Hazel wasn't in her right mind. And they did drugs, whatever. So the guys that robbed Seven and shot him was the same guy Millie, her best friend, was having sex with for drugs exchange. So Hazel had to finally say to Seven, I know how these guys know where you stay, and it's because of my best friend. But Seven, only thing he heard was you sought me up. So he was so mad at Hazel, he kicked her out the hospital. He told her to go to his house, get all his things, and leave. Now, Seven put a hit out that he wanted Millie dead, and the hit was to get make sure Millie gets some plastic wrapped up like dope, but it was really uh, rat poison. But it was for Millie. Now Millie at the time, she was so happy that her best friend Hazel was getting clean, even though she wasn't around her no more. That she wanted to go cold turkey around this time and get clean, so she wasn't even doing any drugs. But one day she was walking in the neighborhood or whatever, and some guys must have seen her and passed it to her. Now, her promise to herself was, okay, I'm going to take it home, but I'm not going to use it. So she kept kept it on her dresser, but she was getting that inch that she said she wasn't going to use no more. But looking at the drugs running her face made her want it a little more. So she was like, forget it. She took a rubber band, wrapped it around her arm real tight, took the needle, and she was just getting ready to shoot it up her arm when her doorbell rang. And then the doorbell was just ringing, 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 and then it turned into bang. And she unwrapped the rubber band, dropped the needle down. It was her best friend, Hazel. Hazel came there. She was so upset about what had happened, and she was trying to explain it to her best friend. Her best friend was like, wow, I can't believe he would think I would set him up. So Hazel and Millie decide to like just stay away from the drama. And Millie had told Hazel, you can stay here as long as you want. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get us some food. And girl, we just gonna be good because I'm clean, you clean, and we just gonna do our thing now. So that was the plan. They both was clean, they both was doing good, and but that one little ball of dope that they thought was dope was still on the dresser. So Hazel, settle in Millie's house. Millie told her to get comfortable. She'll be back. She finna go to the store. And when she left, Millie saw Millie had forgot about the dope was on her dresser. So when she left, Hazel saw it, and Hazel was like, wow, I thought Millie wasn't doing no more drugs or whatever. And then she already had all this other stuff in her mind about Seven, a guy who she trusts, a guy that she finally, thought that she could have that relationship with, who, kicked her out. So she started getting that inch. And she took that rat poison, put it up on her arm, and killed herself instantly. So here's Hazel. She at the store, happy here's Millie. She's at the store, happy her best friend is back in her life. She's shopping. She done shopping, get home or whatever. So she coming in the house laughing and talking and thinking she's talking to Hazel. Have no clue Hazel is laying on the floor dead. So when she turned around and realized that her best friend was dead, she went crazy. And she reached out somehow to Seven or whatever. And she told Seven that Hazel was dead. Seven was really, really hurt because that drug was not for Hazel. It was really for Millie. So it just all turned into a big, big drama thing where everybody was just out for each other. Millie was so hurt that that drug was for her best friend ended up overdosing on some rat poison. Hazel father, he came. They brought him from prison to the funeral. He was heated, and he was big time. But he got locked up, and to know that his daughter died over some drugs that his supposed to be best friend put out, that accidentally, he wasn't believing that story. So everybody was out for each other. So Hazel father told Millie to come down to the prison to see him. He wanted to talk to her because she knew his daughter. So she went down there one day and he told her, I got some money hidden in the house. I want you to take that money, but the thing you have to do is kill Seven. So she had a mission she had to do, and that was to kill Seven. So she ended up finding some guys, some big time guys, and the hit was on. And Seven had no clue that Millie was out to kill him, but somehow it got word to Seven that Millie was going to kill him, so he was going to kill Millie before she killed him. And they was just going back and forth, but Millie had got so big in a gang that she had the biggest dope dealers in Baltimore working for her. Like, she was rich. She had got fully rich because she was very, very smart, even though back then she was a DopeFiend, but she always been very, very educated. So she was really, really big time in the game. So at the end of the story, Ra, who was Seven right hand man, Millie had got a hold to him. And it's so hard for you to get a hold to Seven or his friend. So Millie had got a hold to Ra. Well, her boys got a hold of Ra. They tortured him. They cut his fingers off, and he still wouldn't tell Millie where Seven lived. But somehow she got some resources from somebody else, and they found out where Seven lived, And at the end of the story, it was a big twist. But I'm not going to tell y'all who died. Go purchase this book. Let me know how you like it. If you read one, let me know. Because I haven't read part one. I just jumped right into two. But it was a really good book. You would enjoy this book. So let me know if you're thinking about picking it up. It's at the library. Thank you all for watching. Take care.